Hey guys, I'm Jacqueline.
And I'm Marcella.
And we just finished watching episode 7.
Yes.
Okay. So much to talk about.
So much to talk about. Let's try to start from the beginning somewhat.
We love the scene with Clark and Maddie when Clark was getting Maddie all ready to go to her first day of training. That was really cute.
I love seeing Clark in this different role, and I love her and Maddie. Like, they're honestly my favorite this season, Clark and Maddie. Like, seeing them,
so cute.
Yeah, like, we just see like how much Clark really cares about her, and I'm so grateful for Maddie that Clark has her. Yes. I really am.
But Maddie, this episode.
Oh gosh,
Maddie,
I mean, the whole plan was that Maddie was supposed to act weak, and Maddie started off that way, and you know, Gaia was even in on it too, and Gaia has obviously another motive with the flame and all of that. Like, when it comes down to it, Gaia even said like she's for Octavia right now, but once Octavia's out of power, Gaia is Team Flame, like she is the Flame Keeper. Yes, so she's going to use that flame, and she's very, very interested in Maddie. So that's going to be a problem also to think about if we take down Octavia, we still have Gaia to think about too, because she's all of a sudden going to have an opening to try to shove that flame in Maddie's head.
Well, we do still have in the trailer Gaia and Indra fighting. So that's a scene that we're going to get somehow. That's going to be really interesting, especially with what's going on right now with Indra. Oh my god.
I love Indra so much.
It hurts to see Indra and Octavia fighting like this.
It does.
Wow.
Indra just cares so much about Octavia, and Octavia just is just in such a dark, bad place. She's so far gone right now, and I feel so bad for Indra, because Indra keeps trying to reach out to her, and Octavia just keeps pushing her away. And Indra, you know, I really like that Indra was like on Bellamy and Clark's side in this episode.
I know, okay. Oh my god, okay. I love this scene when they were all sitting at the table.
Oh my god.
And they go up to
It's got like banter.
Oh my god, I love that.
Yeah, I love how Monty says to Clark, kind of like, she was like, you really think that he should go up there, like, she go, like, 300 of her people, and Clark's just kind of like,
I'll go with them.
I'll go with them.
And then before she's like, be diplomatic, and he's just like, yeah, alright, Clark, like, I got this. And then he goes up, and then he has his hands in his pockets. He's like, can I talk to you for a second?
So he's so taken aback when she comes up, and she's just like, we have to speak to Indra, get out.
Get out. Like just, and she said it in their language.
And kind of like...
Bellamy's like, damn.
We're diplomatic.
And that teasing, I love that teasing. It was really nice.
It was kind of like nostalgic, I feel like.
The little things make me happy. Oh my god, Clark and Monty. Clark and Monty's friendship!
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Clark and Monty, we needed it so bad in this episode. I'm so happy that we got those scenes with them. And we got her giving Monty the letter for Jasper. So many Jasper feels in this episode, really. So many that just really got us emotional. And I feel so bad. Monty, I'm really nervous about Monty, especially with this episode, because we got to see, he was reading Jasper's letter, he really connects to how Jasper's mindset. And that's not good. If he loses the will to fight, I'm so scared for him. I really am.
I'm nervous for Monty too.
I have a bad feeling about Monty.
Oh gosh. And then I love the Bellamy and Monty scene was really sweet. Like, I love that moment. That was so nice. A sweet moment. And I just how like he teased him about his algae in the beginning. Like, that was really cute. We're also very scared for Kane. Oh my gosh.
I think everybody's been saying that Kane is going to be one to go.
That last scene of him and Abby, the moment with Abby was just really heartbreaking.
Yeah, all of Cabby's scenes have been just so angsty. And
I just feel so bad because Abby is an addict, and you can't just stop like easily like that. And I like that the show is really delving into how hard that is, you know. Like, Kane is just like, just stop doing it, like, do it for me.
Well,
like,
he's making her choose.
He's making
putting
her
in this position, and she's so mentally like,
not
there, and just so
she's not at that point yet,
into that addiction that she she's not there where she could choose him over that, and
yeah, she didn't say anything.
Allegius is not helping because Dios is the one who's giving her the pills. Those were Allegius pills, so
exactly.
I don't know what she's...
I don't know. I hope that... I'm wondering if by the end of this episode we're going to see either the end of this season, if we're going to see a redemption of Abby, like of her getting better and after struggling through this.
It's very interesting because if Kane dies, I'm not sure what that's going to do to Abby's character. That's either going to bring her up because she's going to think about his memory and she's not going to want to, because she knows that he wanted her to get better. Or that's going to bring her even deeper, which I think that's more of a possibility.
That's more of a possibility, but Kane did say, which I thought was a very interesting line, that he would die for her, basically. And
yeah, he kind of foreshadowed his own
We really
death.
saw that
see him
this
sacrificing
season.
himself.
Well, we saw that this season, really, when he went into the pit and he was fighting. He was going to die there, so... I don't know.
I know they've been hinting heavily at his death. So.
Then he's been having like a ton of screen time. Yeah. So
that too.
Worried. It wasn't being pregnant. Like this was a theory circulating the internet.
But
like
I didn't believe it.
We were talking to our friend Erin about this, and she was like, the only thing that was not going, like, fitting into that theory is that she was drinking. But now that I think about it, did we actually see her drink the alcohol, or was it just there? I mean, I know we saw Kane.
I know we saw Kane drink. I'm pretty sure she took a shot before him, no?
I thought she did. I don't know, but she's pregnant.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she did.
Maybe she did drink anyway. Maybe she's not. She wasn't expecting to live and be able to actually give birth. So I don't know, but. Oh my god, I can't believe she's pregnant. So we're assuming the father is McCreary, because who else would be the daddy?
Oh gosh, Daddy McCreary!
Oh god!
I wonder if this is gonna have, like, when Clark realizes that she's pregnant, if that's gonna be like, if she's gonna feel more
a connection almost, because of like,
I don't know,
she's like, not like a connection, but like an understanding, because she's a mother.
She's a mother, she's trying to like protect her unborn child.
Let's talk about all of, like, before we get to more Balark stuff, before we get to all of that, let us talk about Echo and Raven and Shaw and that whole thing.
Yeah, so
what the fuck? Okay, we were rooting for Echo.
We were trying to give her the benefit of the doubt in this episode. We were trying to, because I really thought that was part of the plan.
I thought that they were trying to make it seem like, okay, well, obviously the audience is gonna assume that she actually did betray them, because that's Echo. That's who we know her to be.
That was the obvious. So we were not like, thinking that was gonna happen, because that'd be the obvious.
Yes, exactly.
But it ended up actually she betrayed her, because she had went to Raven and Raven didn't want to give Shaw up. And I didn't want Raven to have to give Shaw up, because he helped them. And I still do obviously think that Shaw is going to be on their side.
Yeah, I think that he's still going to be on their side.
I think that he's still going to be on their side, and they're going to end up getting Shaw out with them.
I hope.
Somehow, but yeah, what the fuck? Now,
I just felt so bad for Shaw when he, like, looked over and his face was all messed up because they beat him up. Like, stop!
It's just, it wasn't smart.
No,
and like, you can argue that it was a smart move because that's not their people, but that was the only person that they had in there that was like on their side somewhat. So
they could have figured out another plan.
They needed him, yeah.
I think that Echo should have really listened to Raven, and we were like, okay, this is definitely part of the plan. Like, we were happy when she put the thing in and they got through. Like, that was great.
Basically, like, forced Raven to do that.
The thing is, like, I do feel like there wasn't any other options at that time. Like, I think that Echo, like, yeah, I get it that they were running out of time, but she could have, like, waited a little bit longer. Like, she had to do it right away. You could have done something else. I just feel so bad for Shaw, and I really love Shaw and Raven. I love that scene that we got with Shaw and Raven, like the tension between those two.
Yeah, but now this is the problem, because Shaw knows
that they gave
that Raven betrayed him.
But it wasn't Raven.
But that's what Shaw thinks. Looks bad, so it's not good with that whole situation.
So now Raven's pissed at Echo.
I mean, aren't we all?
I mean, so that's the thing that's going on. Interested to see what's gonna happen with that, because I think this is just the beginning of Echo starting to get a little, like, starting to lose it. maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because Tássia said that
she's a wild card.
Echo was a wild card. Exactly. So that right there.
We need to mention this conversation that Octavia had with Clark and Bellamy and Indra. Like, the whole worm thing is disgusting.
Oh my god, I did not see that coming. That Octavia, they brought those worms back and are using them as defectors and breeding them as like a weapon. Like, what?
I mean,
that is just on a different level. Like,
it parallels a little bit back in season 1 when they used biological warfare.
Exactly, yeah.
So
it was like the Grounders thing.
Yeah,
and they used Murphy as like a weapon and brought him back to, oh my god.
And now we have Octavia, who is essentially a grounder as well, doing that.
Yeah, so it's a dirty way of fighting that. That dirty, is like,
but Octavia is like, she looks at, the way that she looks at Bellamy and Clark, and she's basically like, you know, it's not like you guys did any better. Like, one head up. Yeah. Just everything.
Like, you had that like when she was testing on that guy in Allie's lab. With like the knife wood in last season, that was really bad. She just
brought everything out to the surface and was literally like, you know, you guys did what you could to protect your people. I'm doing what I have to do.
Octavia can find a different way though.
That's
she
the
doesn't
whole
have
thing.
one choice. That's the whole
thing.
thing.
Maybe you should listen to Bellamy and Clark.
Like, I feel like you're just like set on like just getting the, like, Octavia is not thinking of other ways. She's just like very set on like just doing like war. Like, that's the only way that Octavia could see is war. Like, she can't see anything else past war.
She just wants to basically kill them all at this point. She just wants them all wiped out so they could all move in.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but that conversation was just so interesting because I feel like it was a way of like the writers kind of throwing it also in our face, because we're obviously like for Clark, you know, but he's also like the writer's way of saying like Octavia is no better than our guys. Like, there's no good guys on this show, you know? Like, they've all done bad things. But
Octavia
is just, like, that was...
Wow. Like, I keep thinking in the back of my head, I keep trying to, like, this season, like, as the episodes go on, I keep trying to think in my head about how we can bring Octavia back into the light. And she just keeps going further into, like, this darkness. Well, and it's like, I'm trying to, like...
Well, this episode, she did have two moments, this episode, I thought, with Bellamy almost. Like, in the beginning, where she kind of, like, reaches out to him a little bit by putting her hand on his shoulder and talking to him normal. And then at the during that conversation, where she's like, I don't want anything to happen to your friends. Like, believe that. Like, she genuinely feels like this is the only way. And it's not. And it's just...
For her, though, for her people, it is to her. That's where it's so, like, difficult. Because to her... to say for one crew, that's the only way for her. She's not thinking about anybody else. It's just the one crew. It's the only thing that's Octavia's thinking about is one crew.
Exactly. So
it's bad.
I don't. The only person that I could see maybe bringing Octavia back and getting through to her is Maddie.
That's the only. I thought so, but
I don't. Okay. The whole
now I don't know though, because
the ending.
The whole ending
when Maddie. I think what was going on with Maddie though is I think she did want to impress Octavia, but I think Gaia probably scared her a little bit with the flame. Like, I think she was scared. Like, she doesn't want to be a commander, and she knows that Clark doesn't want her to be a commander as well. Yeah. So I think that at that point, Maddie is just, she's a kid. She just is doing what she thinks is the right thing. And so she fights back, and I love that we had Maddie and Ethan fighting. That was cool.
I also still think that it has to do with, like, Maddie still looks up to Octavia. That's still somebody that's her idol. So she wants to, some part of Maddie wants to impress Octavia. She's going to fight, and she's going to do well because she knows how to fight.
Exactly.
But, oh boy. Literally, crazy. Maddie had Gaia and Clark telling her, no, Maddie, like,
no, don't do that.
And then Maddie's just like, I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it anyway. Watch. No. No, Maddie, no.
Like, give Clark a break.
But
give your mother a break.
She did anyway. And so now Octavia is basically like, we're giving her armor. She's coming to war with us.
Yeah, she's my second.
She's my second now. She's coming, basically.
That was the breaking point for Clark. That was the moment where Clark snapped and was basically just like... Yeah, literally, fuck you, fuck everybody. Grabs the radio and is like, I'm in control here.
I'm doing my own thing now.
Yes, Clark, yes.
The whole ending now. Guys, Clark, like, oh, she wanted to tell Bellamy too. Like,
oh my god, yeah,
she wanted to tell Bellamy.
The scene with them, like when he was basically like, I'll grab Monty and Harper, you grab Maddie, we're gonna go on the rover, and we're gonna be great road trip to go save everybody before the worms come. And Clark's just like, and the way he says it. At that moment, Bellamy was in charge. The way that he said it, he's kind of like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, okay?
He doesn't ask her what she's
saying.
He
doesn't ask. He just kind of is very like, we just need to do this. We need to do this.
Because he's been a leader for 6 years.
And yeah, exactly.
That plan was really, like...
I mean, yeah, Bellamy's plan's not the best.
I don't think that plan was really going to work out.
Bellamy's plan was like, we're going to get there first. Come on, guys, hop in. All right. Before the worms come. Like, really, Bellamy? Like, oh.
Not going to work out. Like... I didn't think it was gonna work, but
yeah, no.
Good try. I love you, Bob. Like, it was a good try.
Oh no, yeah, we love Bob. We love you, Bob.
We love you, Bob. But like at that moment, it was just like Bellamy.
Speaking of Bellamy, was looking so fucking good.
He was looking so good this episode.
In this episode, Bellamy was on point. Like the hair, the facial, the outfit,
beard, the jacket,
the everything. Like, I don't. This episode just like.
Yes.
Beautiful. And next to Clark, beautiful.
Excellent. Award-winning cinematography.
So in that moment when Bellamy is telling Clark what they're gonna do, and Clark just kind of like okay, but you could tell that she has another motive. She's like not gonna listen to him. Bellamy's in charge, and then when Clark walks away from Octavia, you see in her eyes, like she gets like she hardens, like
Eliza's acting at that point.
Yeah, Eliza's acting in this episode was on.
It was like a switch. Yeah. Like it reminded me of like in like Vampire Diaries when they take off their like
they turn off their humanity.
It was like that moment where it was just like shit's about to go down now. She walks in, she grabs that radio, and Bellamy at first is like, "Where's Maddie?" And then Clark is like, with your sister. And Bellamy is like, we don't have time for this.
Yeah. Bellamy is just all about, like, they're gonna kill Echo. And Clark, like, you know what? Good for you, Clark.
Good for you, Clark.
You took back the control.
Because
Bellamy's not thinking straight.
He was all focused on getting Echo out of there. Yeah, alright, whatever, it's understandable. But you talked to Clark first about this plan. Like, I just felt bad for her that
yeah.
She was trying to tell him, you know, this is not a good idea, and he didn't listen, and he was like, yeah, okay, we're doing this anyway. And then when she goes in there and she takes the radio, I thought she was gonna go warn Octavia about the plan.
I thought that she was gonna be like, Bellamy's going to do this, but that didn't really, at the same time, in the back of my head though, I'm like, that's not gonna really help Clark.
It's not gonna help Clark, but I just thought
her mom is there, like, that's not gonna help anybody in that situation.
Looks at Monty, and she's like, I'm stopping this cycle, like, I'm done here, basically. And Monty trusted her, and I really love that moment when he took his hand off the radio. Like, that was such a small thing, but I just love that he still had that trust with her. And Bellamy, Clark, and Monty went through so much together. Like, the three of them just remind me of, like, Mount Weather. Like, oh my god, so many things. But, yeah, when Clark takes the radio, and Bellamy is just so taken aback. And he was like, we don't have time for this. They're gonna kill Echo. And it was just like, Bellamy, listen to Clark. Like,
yeah,
can you give her...
Clark taking back that control.
Give her that respect.
Yeah, Clark taking back control and... saying that she's gonna take Octavia down, and Bellamy knew way before
Bellamy knew exactly what she was gonna say.
Bellamy's face, he knew what she was gonna do.
He was like, she's like, no, there's one other way. And Bellamy at first is just like, what? And then
I'm telling you, that reminds me of like last episode when Clark said to Bellamy, no, you don't understand, because Bellamy still doesn't understand that Clark is gonna do whatever she can to protect Maddie. That is her family. And Bellamy doesn't understand that.
I think we're gonna have an
I think he does now though, but
I think we're gonna have an angsty fight about that next episode.
We're gonna have a really angsty fight about Octavia and Bellamy, because Clark's putting Bellamy in a really that's the difficult position.
Position.
But it really is a bad position. And like, I wonder what does Clark mean by take down? Take out. She said take out. Does she mean
kill?
Like kill Octavia? Or does she mean, like, we're gonna just take her out of power?
But Bellamy didn't say no. He didn't grab the radio when he knew what she was gonna say. Like, he wasn't, like, you know, if he knew what she was gonna say. he didn't, like, he let her say it, though, even though he knew it was coming. He didn't say no.
I honestly think in the back of Bellamy's mind,
knows she's correct.
Knows
like,
that Clark is,
Octavia's lost her mind.
Is insane, and that
she's lost her mind.
Yeah, and that they can't allow Octavia to go with a bunch of, and bring these people with these worms into the valley. Honestly, it's too risky, because even though Cooper ran these tests and it won't, like, destroy the grass, you don't know. Like, you cannot risk the last survivable place on Earth to to do that. You really can't.
I am so excited for next episode.
I am so excited for our episode 8.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so good.
I cannot wait.
Okay, in the promo though, it looks like Bellamy is putting a cloth on Cooper. So he's with Clark, and then it looks like they're dragging her in, like they're dragging a body into a room or something.
Could that be Cooper after they knock her out or something? Could
that be Cooper? So that looks like Bellamy is going to listen to Clark. I am concerned though, because we have these behind the scene pictures of Bellamy, Echo, I think Monty's in them too. Like, we have these pictures of them in, like, the armor. Like, they are going to be, like, they're gonna be basically fighting with Maddie. And there's a picture of Bob and Marie. So I'm very concerned about that. I do think in the end though, he's gonna choose Clark, because that's how they end up there.
Part of the plan then is gonna,
I don't know, unless they're gonna bring Maddie.
Unless Bellamy's gonna choose last minute to side with Clark, and we're gonna think that he's siding with Octavia, and that's gonna be like part of the plan. Then he's gonna like reveal himself.
I think he's going to choose Clark ultimately, because it's what we deserve, honestly.
And plus I think that he will too, but it's not gonna be like, we're not gonna get there. It's not gonna be right away. Yeah. There's definitely gonna be a lot of angst, and I can't wait for that conversation, because I feel like things are gonna get brought up. Like,
please, Maddie, bring up the radio.
Yeah,
bring up the radio.
Do you think that's gonna happen though, or do you think the angst is gonna come from, like, this whole thing with Octavia though now?
Now I think it's gonna come from Octavia.
Yeah, but I think we're still gonna get. Bob said episode 8 is good for us though. So
Bob said 8 and 13. Yeah. So I'm so excited.
I still think we're gonna get the radios. I think the radio being brought up.
Bellamy is going to choose Clark, I'm pretty sure. And then we're gonna get that explains though why we all end up in the valley. That explains, like, everything. Like, the conversation that we're gonna get with Echo and Clark is in the church.
Yeah.
Then we have also the behind the scene picture of Clark coming in with, like, the gun. So we are going to the valley. Like, they are all going there. And let me tell you, Blark's gonna look so good in that lighting in Eden.
They really are.
Yeah, we love this episode. We thought it was great. Such a step up from last week.
Yeah, so much better than last week. Like, I'm
so much better.
Like, phew. I'm excited about next episode, our episode 8, guys. I'm so ready for the angst to come.
I'm ready for the angst. Give me another 305 conversation.
Yeah, seriously.
I can't wait. Oh my gosh. So let's talk about this stuff down in the comments below. Let us know all of your thoughts and opinions, and please be nice to us in the comments.
Yes, and if you enjoyed this review, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more reviews for the 100. We recently filmed If Blark Shippers Wrote the 100, which is really funny. It was really funny.
We had a lot of fun
filming we had a lot of fun filming that.
Yeah, you can check that out. Yeah. We were feeling some fan fiction. That was really fun.
Kind of like just like oral fan fiction.
Yes, literally. So, yeah, we'd love to know what you guys think about everything down in the comments below. And be sure to check out our live show with Ellen Mirage. We're going to do our live chat with them, where we are going to talk all about this episode.
Yes, so we think of questions.
Think of stuff, because I always put up in the community tab where I'm like, let us know your questions, like what you guys like us to talk about. So make sure to check out, keep an eye out for that. Make sure you follow us on our Twitter and our Snapchat at City of the Fields, because that's where we put up all that information when we will be going live. So make sure notifications are on as well.
Yes. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Bye.